And welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna see how to make pistol that we can pick up, shoot, and drop it. First thing we want to do is just go into our blueprint component. I want to go blueprint class, all classes, and then you want to say static mesh component, and I'm just gonna call it BPC pistol. Here I want to you want to select your pistol. Now, what you want to do also is to go into characters, mannequins, find your mesh, and then into your skeletal mesh, you want to add and we want to, I'm gonna show it right now to you what we want to add. We want to find the hand left, or you can do also right if you want to. Let's say I want the right hand, so I'm gonna go here. And I want to say add socket, and I'm just gonna call it pistol socket, and that's I'm gonna copy that name, and I also want to add the preview asset, which is gonna be pistol. Now of course we want to adjust that so it is gonna go a bit nicer, to rotate it as we want to in our hand. Something like that is gonna work for me right now. Maybe just a little bit like that. So that is gonna do for now. Now, what I want to do, I want to create a new blueprint and just say blueprint actor, blueprint pick up pistol. Here I want to add a static mesh, which is also gonna be pistol. We want just to rotate it as so it is gonna go like now. This is a bit exported a bit weirdly, but it is gonna just do the job, and that's gonna be it. Now maybe it is gonna be a bit too big, but I'm just gonna say 0.5 so we can hear it a bit easier. Now what we want to do, we want to create. Actually, we don't have because I already have from the one of the previous videos. I'm gonna show it right now to you. EI interact, which is just on the E. So now I want to open my blueprints third person character and want to say EA interact. Now we want to say EA interact multi sphere chased by channel. Now I want to say get actor location, get actor forward vector. We want to say multiply by a single float. I'm gonna put 200 in here. Then I want to add in the end, and I want to make a radius like something like 50, and I'm gonna say camera. I'm gonna say JA debug type for duration. We want to branch this, and we want to do for each loop. Now I'm gonna explain this in a second how all of this works. Break, hit result cast to blueprint pickup pistol, and then we want to say add component static mesh component. We want to select the one with here BPC. That's what we're gonna do. Add component. Now you just need to find the one that we need a static mesh component. That should do BP. Hmm. Add blue. I'm sorry for that. We want to say add BPC pistol, and we're just gonna say is to self. We can split this action pin if we want to make any changes, but we don't, and we want to say attach components to component. Parent is gonna be our mesh, and here I'm gonna paste the name of our socket we created. I'm gonna say snap to target and snap to target, all of it. Now what this does, this is gonna happen. We press E. It is gonna run a multi-sphere trace by channel, which has our start and the end location. At this 50, it is gonna draw the debug type for its whole duration while it is, presented. And then we want to see if we hit anything. We did. We are gonna get all the stuff we hit, break results, and then we want to see, we are gonna cast the blueprint pickup piece, which means we are gonna see if that's it. If it is, we want to add the blueprint component pistol that we created right here, and then we want to attach to component, which is to our socket and that stuff. Now we are gonna go right here, press C, and we can see we get our pistol right here. Now one thing I'm going to do is, instead of a trigger, I'm gonna go do started. So it's not gonna happen always, but just the second I press button. Great. Now I want also to add an boolean has weapon. We want to get that right here, and we want to do a branch. If it's a false, we're gonna do that, and if it does all of that, we are gonna set that to has weapon. So we cannot pick the same weapon 2 to 3 times. And one thing we can also do here is just destroy the actor we hit, which means now if we go ahead, press C, it is gonna destroy that there, and we picked the pistol up. We can see it in our hands. Great. Now we want to add the logic to our component where we can shoot or maybe even drop it. First thing I want to do is to say cast to blueprint third person character, get player character, and after that I want to promote it to variable, which is going to be player reference. Then we can go in our blueprint third person character, and we can just copy this, which is just gonna add an mapping context. We can go right here, paste it. Now we don't want to have 2 of them. We want to place here 1. But now, and also here we want to put that player reference because it needs to know from which player we're getting it. Now I want to make a new folder in our content. It is gonna be input. You can, if you have one, you can use it. It doesn't matter. But now, here, what I want to do is just going to input mapping content, CMC weapon system. That's how I'm going to call it. And then I'm just gonna name this folder EA for my input actions. And I'm just gonna say EA shoot. I'm gonna go over here, add EA shoot. It is gonna be a left click. That's gonna be it. Now I want to make MC weapon system and priority is gonna be 1. So it is gonna go above the one that we have. Now I want to say EA shoot to call the stuff. Now I want to say line trace by channel. Now I want to get this. We want to say get camera. I don't want the camera view, but I just want the follow camera component. And now get world location. That's gonna be our start. And now I want to get this. I want to say get rotation, get control, rotation, and just get forward vector, which we are going to multiply by a single float, and we can just put here some bit bigger number, like 2000, and we are just gonna add all that up to go there. That we want to place that as a camera. I'm gonna say for duration. Now, first thing I want to check if that is gonna work. I can shoot, and I will not be able to see it because it's shooting literally at the same where my camera is, so we can see it for because of the character, but it is. If we move, turn the camera, shoot, turn the camera, we can see it. So it is always gonna shoot in the center of our screen, which is a bit blocked by our character, but we can fix that by just moving the camera a little bit to the left, like that maybe. And now our character is to the left. We're gonna place like that, and we can shoot. Great. I'm also gonna do one thing where I'm just gonna get that a little bit closer, so it is gonna look a bit more like that. Place that, and in the center, it's always gonna shoot. Okay, this is a bit baggy, but doesn't matter. We can bring it also to the old school, to the like when we began. It's not gonna be any problems, as we can see. Great. What we want to do now, we want to say again branch, break heat, and I want to just say apply damage. And we can say 30 like that. Now I'm gonna bring the AI we made. It is just gonna take some time to load it. So now we'll be able to blueprint AI, spawn actor. Okay, just like that, because that was from the bug. I'm not sure what he's disappearing, but okay, we can make some other actors. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with him, but seems like some error we got because I updated from the. If I drag the new one, yeah, And now we can see he's attacking me, which I'm going to disable just for the. Actually, I don't have to disable it. And now, if I shoot him, we can eventually kill him, which means our stuff is going to work. Don't worry because of the errors. They're just because I updated from the Unreal Engine 5.4 to 5.5. So from the previous video, we have some errors in our AI, but it's not gonna matter. Now, what we want to do, we want to be able to drop our gun. So again, we want to add a new input action for that, because we want probably to use the enhanced input action. We are just gonna say drop. I want to go here, and now I'm gonna do a drop, which is gonna be, let's say, Q. Now, if I go into the blueprint pistol and say EA drop started, we can just say delete destroy component, and it's gonna be solved. Now we'll test that. If we press E, we can shoot. If I press Q, it disappears from our hand and we cannot shoot. But one thing we should probably want to do as well is to, when we drop it, we don't want just to destroy it, we want to spawn an and we want to spawn the one in the world. So right now we want to just say try to adjust the always spawn. It is gonna be the blueprint pickup pistol, and we want to say player reference get actor transform. Now we can pick it up, we can shoot, we can drop it, and it will spawn in the world. Now it is always gonna spawn in the real size, which means I'm gonna just going to size a little bit down to 0.5, and in the world I'm gonna increase the size to 1. Now if we get it, and it is gonna spawn always at the same size. And one thing we also want, I forgot to do, is we want to get player reference and say set has weapon to false. Now, just like that, we can pick up, we can shoot, we can drop it down, we can shoot now, but if I pick it up again, I can again shoot. We can see it in our hands, it is working with our animations of the character, it is doing with our hand, which is important because that's the reason why we created the why we created the socket. Now here what's doing, I'm just gonna explain this whole script now. Here we have event begin play. We're gonna cast third person character. We're gonna set that as a reference. We're gonna get the get controller from the pan with our player reference, cast the player controller, see if if enhanced input locker player is subsystem is valid. If it is, we're gonna add a new add mapping context, which is EMC weapon system. It is gonna have bigger priority than the one for the moment. EMC default has the 0, which means that one is of a bigger priority. EA shoot is gonna just do the line trace, which is gonna go here is the function, get the camera for location, get the forward vector where we're looking, not a vector, and multiply those stuff to the end. It is gonna hit the camera, and we're gonna see if we hit anything. If we did hit, we're gonna break that hit, and just apply the damage to hit actor. It is gonna be 30 damage, and if we press Q, it is unstarted. It is gonna spawn a pickup. It is gonna set our character that doesn't have the weapon, and it is gonna remove himself from our third-person character. Right now, press C, we added that component to our character. By press Q, we removed it and spawn it in the world. So that's gonna be it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.